famous acts of America today have played with the show, and I'll try to explain to you as we go along. Take your seats and get ready. The first scene is Jerry Wilson coming out of the ticket box, and this is on a bright day in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And we're probably walking over toward the big tent. And who do we see there? Oh, Jimmy Harrington with the glasses on and a couple of the working men. Now we get to see some of the flying bears. We're just doing some simply warm-up tricks here and getting ready. This is a new tent, by the way, and it's very easy to film in it. And that's Graham doing his couple of warm-up tricks here, and here we go. There's a nice little warm-up trick too, and just a little bit of practicing, that's all. Now there's a good double, Graham, and now this is a different scene. This scene here is in the backyard in New Orleans. All of us, this is just after the war ended. My brother was in the Marines and I was in the Air Force, and Janice worked in the Air Force as a secretary. And we just started back to practicing our act, and we're a little bit rusty here. She'll probably do a pirouette back. Yeah, that's it. Now, back on the board. Now, we'll see what Jim does. He'll probably do something nice and simple to warm up. Back to the board. There you go. And here's a 1.5 catch for the feet. Back to the change, back to the hands, back to the bar, and up on the board. Now, here comes Tim. He's probably going to do a forward over. Yep, and he misses. Janice is swinging out, getting ready to do a double. There she goes. Oh, man, and get a good double right on the spot. Back to the board. Hold on. I guess Tim's going to try a double and a half of a half twist, and he makes it. Boy, come on. Get back up on the board there, fella. Now, there they are. Now, we're in Sarasota, Florida, and this is one of them doing one-arm stand up on the globe. This is a scene from the Warlanders doing the high wire act, practicing, and now we're doing a little trapeze, single trapeze work. Now the flying acts are getting ready to go up and do their practice. They're doing an awful lot of good tricks here, and you'll see simple tricks, double tricks, pirouettes, forward up over the bar, and a double pirouette back. By the way, they're filming here the greatest show on earth now, the Cecil B. DeMille, and getting ready to go to open in Madison Square Garden. This is Sarasota, Florida winter quarters, by the way, and you'll see some awful good performing here all the way through. These are wonderful performers, and it's Flying Bees and Gus Bell and us, and a lot of good flyers here. This is in San Juan, Puerto Rico. That's the Olympics doing a bit of balancing on a roller. That's a round log on a little platform up on the kind of another platform. That's Julio 7, the top man. The bottom man, no, that's Esteban Munoz on top and Julio Farias on the bottom. These boys are from Havana, Cuba. They were with me about 4 years and were very, very good. They were not only good performers, they're wonderful boys. Buddy Watkins is doing a little balancing with his chimp. And I suppose next we'll see a little scene from the clowns. I think they're getting ready to come in now. No, Oh, this is a scene in the backyard. That's Helen Malloy, just kind of warming up for her act. I was trying to set off a bomb back over to scare her, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, you never know what those clowns are up to. By the way, these are Chilean clowns. And, this is the young daughter of the Watkins act, the dog act. This is the male member of the Watkins dog act. And in a minute you'll see Sylvia, the one who does the most in the ring with the dogs. She has a very, very good dog act, and she's worked on many of the big shows. It's a shame we can't show it inside, but the tent's gotten dirty and it's be too hard to film in there. This is a duo from Holland. They were with us for one tour, doing a beautiful head-to-head balancing act. And no hands, look. Now they're getting to do it. They'll probably do one arm, headstand in one arm, which is pretty shaky. Oh, there they got it. Look at that. Oh, that's me with the little boy, the son of the head balancing act there. And this is Dale Graham and his wife, and Jerry Wilson and Janice Wilson. Janice is doing the waiting there. We're getting ready to go in and do our performance. These are a couple of boys from California called the Bob Trio. This is a good Chinese act. It's a shame you can't film them inside, but the tent is, like I said before, it's a little bit dirty and it's too hard to film. They're a very good act. Now, let's see who this is. Oh, the clowns again. They're going to do a boxing act. The best clowns, of course, they speak Spanish only, and that's Nico Dorget, and Valito, and Mel Henry. Oh, this is a famous Russian act, and she's worked on all the big shows in America and Europe. He's going to do a single trapeze act and balance on her head while swinging and back and forth. And it's a rather dangerous act, this one. If she is swinging her head with no arms on a single bar. That's in Cali, Colombia. Now we used to have, they'd bring us some small animals that we'd buy them and put them in the menagerie. And that's the famous Cali, the dog that was so great. That's when we first bought him. He was bought in Cali, and it's quite a history to that little dog. And there was a raccoon and a fox, and they were all just playing together, and a monkey. Oh, that's Julie from the Seal Act. There's Captain. No, that's not Captain. Now, the Callie the raccoon are having a real good go here. Never know when to stop. They just play. Miss Janice, by the way, that's one of the costumes from Ringling Brothers from over there. This is the Cuban duo again. This is in Colombia, and Julio Farias is getting warmed up, and now Steven's up there with him. It's pretty windy outdoors here today, so they'll probably be a little bit shaky. Steven on top, and Julio go for real understudy. They'll probably try one arm stand on the head, but it's going to be pretty shaky out in the wind. They're going to try it, this. Hope they make it. Oh, come on. There you go. Oh, yeah, they did it. This is in the bull ring at Bogota, Colombia. We rented the bull ring and just put the canvas over the top of it. And now this shot here is where is that? Oh, that's at Ecuador, Guayaquil, Ecuador. We had played Quito, but at Quito, we had run into a big revolution, and we decided to close the show and go down to Guayaquil. Now this is one of the biggest days we ever had in our history. We did 4 shows this day. We did, it was a Sunday, and we were leaving the next day by boat. And after the 3rd show, there was as many people waiting outside to get in as had been before. That once the tent is full, you have to stop selling tickets. And we gave at midnight the 4th show, which is the only time we ever did it in our history. But you had to do it. Those people were out there waiting, and we were leaving the next day to go to Guatemala. You had to stop selling tickets here because they just killed the tent on. Now in Guatemala we did a business from there to San Salvador, and now this is Nicaragua. We did good business in Nicaragua, but there was no transportation out of Nicaragua, no boat and no rail, and we wanted to go to Panama, so we chartered this freighter. This ex-army fellow had this ship, and he hauled everything to Panama. This is the Juggling Jewels. They're from England, and a very good juggling act. It's 2 sisters and a niece, I believe. They're wonderful people. And we were fortunate enough to catch them while the tent was still new. Well, the juggling act, I don't think they ever miss. I never just see them miss. Oh, now this is the famous Royale Rapinski riding act. They were on the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus when we were there, and also many years before and after. Actually, they're probably the best riding act in America. And the leading lady in this is Vesta Royale. She'll do a somersault on a galloping horse through a ring. You won't believe it. There's a simple somersault. Now she's gonna do it through the ring. Look at that. My God. It was a very, very good act. Now they're going to do a little comedy and wind it up. It's Joe Velasco doing the last mounting there. He married one of the Rapinski daughters in the act. And that's the father doing the leading there with the center with the whip. About the end of the act now. We're clowning, and Janice are outside with the line act. Here's some of the girls with the riding act, and that's the Juggling Jewels that were doing the from England. There's some of our band. We usually hire a local band, carry our own using master and the music, and this is, oh, that's the riding, all the riding out family you saw on the horses there. It's Julio Farias and Jimmy Harrington. I don't know what they're doing, just talking, I guess. And then I think about this. Oh, there I am. And that's Zephyr Royale, the one that did the back somersault. This is Jimmy Harrington and Jerry Wilson discussing where we're going next for this show. Jimmy was a great asset to the show. Now, that little car, we bought that in Jamaica. It was a little English Austin, and we used it, but this shot doesn't have too much to do with the performance. It was a very sad thing. This is Haiti. We played Santo Domingo and did very good business, and we went into Haiti. And this is the native people, just like they come to town every day with the goods on their head. Oh, by the way, these are the two elephants on Nellie and Murdoch. They were from the Ringling Brothers when they were younger, and I got them from them. And that's me up on Nellie, and that's Steve Jacinda, the animal trainer. Those are beautiful old elephants. Now, this lion act was broken in and used for years by the famous lion trainer Louis Roth. And when I came to America for holiday, I went up and visited him in town. He was retiring and sold me this act. And the girl there is Judy Allen. She was learning to do the act for him because he was getting very old and retiring. And she wanted a job, so they were a year's contract, and she went on the tours of South America with us. And she was quite a hit. I think this is getting near the end of the little program we have for you, and hope you've enjoyed it. And maybe I didn't explain everything perfectly, but I tried anyway. Now, this scene, by the way, is taken at Louis Roth's farm when I bought the ad. Later on. Now, this is later on. There were 5 lions, and actually they weren't all that bad. I think one of them got loose in Jamaica and went all through the audience, and I think the lion was more frightened than the people were. So long.